Gate Bridge connects downtown San Francisco with the affluent suburb of Sausalito. The Tobin Bridge. Welcome to Chelsea. The Golden Gate Bridge has a 50-person maintenance crew working round the clock full-time. The Tobin Bridge, potholes the size of rich Garces. The Golden Gate Bridge, a toll-free carpool lane for 3 or more passengers. The Tobin Bridge, 3 people, $1 a head, pal.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
The Golden Gate Bridge has thousands of personalized bricks inscribed with inspirational messages from San Francisco residents. Tobin Bridge, Aussie rules, spray painted on the girder. The Golden Gate Bridge has restrooms, gift shop, cafe, and a visitor center. The Tobin Bridge is a mobile Quick Mart 4 miles north in Saugus. The Golden Gate Bridge is surrounded by breathtaking views of San Francisco Bay. The Tobin Bridge, surrounded by Jersey barriers and hubcaps. Because it's the suicide capital of the world, the Golden Gate Bridge is monitored by security 24/7. The Tobin Bridge, same policy enacted in the fall once the Red Sox have become mathematically eliminated. So there you have it, the Golden Gate Bridge versus the Tobin Bridge. You decide which one's better. My mind's already made up.
Jimmy, who knew? They were that close. I had no idea.
I'll take the Tobin any day, TC. Any day.
You're an East Coast guy. There's no question about that. All right, so you're going to be out there taking in the game. I think we're going to check in with you later on. You're going to be out in one of the kayaks, right?
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with the fans here. We're going to go kayaking out in McCovey Cove, hopefully catch some baseballs, and have some of these garlic fries, man. This place is a blast.
Yeah, just don't steamroll any 4-year-old kids going after a foul ball, all right? That's all we ask.
The beauty of this town is you don't have to take the green line home because that's enclosed. With all these garlic fries, they were smart enough to open up the cable cars. So that was a smart move. They really planned the city out well.
That's a great ballpark, no question about it. Jimmy, thank you.
Thank you, boys.
All right, we got through that. We're okay. We're going to take a break. Come on back as we get ready for this game. Game 3 of the series and 6 of the road trip. Our Globe Insider, Bob Holler, coming up next.
Game starts, because I'm going to be out there.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Hey, any chump can buy tickets to the game. You want to see the game the right way, you got to do it the way the locals do. In McCovey Cove. Come on, Sox fans, it's going to be a lot of fun. A 3-hour tour, what can possibly go wrong? Forget it, boys. Pedro's got him. Pedro's going to throw him the gas right here. Ready? Don't even bother looking up. See? See? Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh! No, that's a loud foul. Come on, Barry, hit a loud foul. Foul, go. Really in the moment there, huh? You got like a Zen-like thing going. You look like you're prepared, man. You got the net, focused. I don't mean to distract you, but I'm just looking for some tips. I'm a rookie. I'm in deep, man. I didn't know there was so many pros out here. What do you got? Frosty beverages? Thank you, my friend. There's camaraderie out here amongst the kayakers. This is going to be a fun day. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Being out here?
Yeah.
You don't have to park your car, and you don't have to worry about shopping carts.
Everybody's a comedian. How's it going? What's your name? Jillian? How old are you, Jillian? 10? You're 10 years old? I don't care if you're 10. If a ball comes over here, it's mine. You understand? You got to get Charlie Moore to help you with that fishing rod. I'm just kidding, Jillian. Jackpot. Thank you, Joe. These are dynamite. French fries with garlic on top of them. That's brilliant. Let's go, Red Sox! Come on out here in the harbor and talk to me, pal. Hey, is there any steroids in this water? Hey, where'd you guys get that boat? Where is it? Costco? Looks like you guys broke out of Alcatraz. Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? It's a nice setup you got there. How much do you rent the hammock out for?
Sitting here resting my bones.
Let's go, Pedro! Woo! Hey, well, that about does it from McCovey Cove. I had a great time out here at the ball game. All that paddling's wiped me out. This This is the way to do it. This is good living, people. Hey, you guys got any more of that Grey Poupon? Go Sox! See you back in Boston, my friends. Uncle Barn.
Sitting on a darker bed.
No, Jimmy, he may just get a ride back. Up next, the Dropkick Murphys still coming up, and Barry Bonds, our Sovereign Bank player profile.
Would anybody ever move away from this place? I know you're a Southern California guy, but this is a picture-perfect California kind of day.
My personal opinion is that part of the joy and part of the blessing for us in playing baseball is that we get to see every city in the United States, or a lot of the major cities in the United States, and experience the little nooks and crannies that make each of those cities special. I've had the opportunity to travel because of baseball and really see the United States. So I try to take a minute out of each day, and especially on the road when we have a day like today, to get out and really experience the city rather than just going to the restaurant by the hotel to eat lunch and then coming straight to the ballpark. Maybe taking a train ride and ending up somewhere, maybe trying to get lost for an hour or so and just try to walk around, maybe take some pictures and see some things.
What makes San Francisco unique?
I just think it's interesting, the culture, the people, the public transportation I love about San Francisco. You can get anywhere. You don't need a car in San Francisco. You don't want a car in San Francisco because you don't want to have to park it. You can take a train anywhere you want to go, and you can be anywhere in a short period of time.
The major question for me is the differences between Boston and California.
I love Boston. I love everything about Boston. Again, there's a lot of similarities between San Francisco and Boston. Public transportation, for instance, it's an easy place to get around. It's not a place that you want to have a car. The seasons are amazing in Boston. I've had the opportunity to come there during the winter and take little caravans around New England. New England is an absolutely gorgeous place, and I appreciate differences and diversities and changes and things that make the place where you grew up special to you versus where I grew up special to me. So I think that people tend to get too attached to, they're set in their ways, and it's just their way. But I love Boston.
Wherever you go, though, Boston comes to you, because we just saw it in Colorado. We're going to see it here. I mean, there are more Sox fans than the place you're visiting. I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger.
There's nothing like being in a visiting team's ballpark and let's go Red Sox breaking out in the middle of a game when you don't even realize that there's 10,000 Red Sox fans there or whatever it is. Whatever the number is, it's gigantic because they drown out the home team's fans.
Yeah.
And I mean, what more could a player ask for than to be supported like that?
What do you think of this place?
There's some parks I like better.
Really?
I like it. It's not
People
like...
rave about this like it's the be-all, end-all.
I love it. I mean, it's a great park, but I don't think that, in my mind, it's not as spectacular as Coors Field, as Safeco Field. I still personally don't think that these ballparks compare to the Fenways and, dare I say, Yankee Stadium and Wrigley Field. There's a special atmosphere that goes on, Fenway being #1, and then those couple
You're a
of...
traditional guy.
Very traditional guy. I mean, I prefer to play in the old ballparks.
70% of our viewers agree Fenway's the best. Here's what you can see tomorrow. After 8 days, gets his 500th career home run. It came in the 6th inning off Matt Morse of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Take a deep breath.
His 19th of the year, 500th of his career. Ken Griffey Jr. and in the record
It's
books.
your ticket to the Hall of Fame. And yes, the Griffey.
Make it happen, hop the cork, fingers snapping, spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet, grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
One out for Pokey Reese. Line to right field. That will get in for a hit. Gonzalez moving over the wall. Has to get by him and down the line. And Pokey Reese is still running. He can run it. He's got a chance to come all the way around. The throw to the plate is going to be not in time. They give him an inside the park home run. And the Red Sox go on top 2-1 in dramatic fashion. Let's play for it.
things get hot, Sierra Mist. Taste one shockingly refreshing lemon lime.
Get Sierra Mist and Diet Sierra Mist 2 liters for only 88 cents. Now that's shockingly refreshing.
Introducing the all-new Dodge Durango. Compared to the Ford Explorer, it's 11 inches longer, creating a larger interior. Has a 5-star frontal crash test rating. Explorer doesn't. And offers a more powerful V8 than Explorer. Basically, the Durango leaves you only one way to describe the Ford Explorer. Trade-in. Now during June bonus days, qualified buyers get a sign-and-drive base Durango for $299 a month with 0 down. Grab life by the horns at your Dodge dealer.
Open till midnight or later.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Acura, by Aflac, by Lincoln Mercury, by Miller Beer, by your New England Ford dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, good afternoon again, everybody, and welcome back to SPC Park in San Francisco. It's turned out to be a terrific day after some cloud cover here for most of the morning, but we're ready for day baseball from San Francisco. We take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup brought to you by Dodge. Johnny Damon leading it off atop the Red Sox order. It's Mark Bellhorn at second base. David Ortiz is 5 for 11 in the series. That's third. Garcia Parra at shortstop in the cleanup spot. Manny gets the day off. Nixon in right. Jason Varitek doing the catching. Millar in left. Kevin Youkilis at third base. And Bronson Arroyo, the pitcher, batting ninth as the Red Sox face Jason Schmidt.
Jason Schmidt, one of the top right-handers in the National League, as a matter of fact, in all of baseball, currently on a 8-game winning streak, 8-2. His last win coming against Toronto. Within that game, he had 12 strikeouts, has never faced the Red Sox in his career. Third in the league in ERA, fifth in the league in strikeouts, and third in opponents' batting average, only a 190 average against the National League opponents and also the American League opponents.
Well, Jason Schmidt is about to throw the game's first pitch. Johnny Damon in on the left side. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one. 59 degrees. The breeze coming off the water in right and blowing from right to left across the outfield as Damon slaps it foul off the left side.
Red Sox today will see a fastball anywhere from 91, 92, as high as 97, a curveball, and an excellent changeup.
31-year-old Jason Schmidt from Lewiston, Idaho. Came to the Giants from Pittsburgh, along with John Vanderwall in exchange for Armando Rios and Ryan Vogelsong, July 30th of 2001. And Schmidt last year a fine 17-5 record for the San Francisco Giants, 2.34 ERA and 29 starts. It's up at 2-2 now to Damon.
He's a guy that started the season on the disabled list, had some right rotator cuff tendonitis. He did have surgery at the end of last season, last October, to repair a tendon in his right elbow.
On the ground at third, Alfonso is there. And the throw out of Johnny Damon.
Giants defense is brought to you by New England Toyota dealers. It'll be Elgato Alfonso at third base. Yesterday's hero, Nefi Perez, will be in shortstop. Ray Durham at second, and Damon Minor at first. Left to right, Barry Bonds, Marquise Grissom, and Michael Tucker, and A.J. Pierzynski doing the catching. You see the gold gloves for Barry Bonds, but he has not looked like a gold glover in this series against the Red Sox.
Randy Marsh behind the plate. Larry Van Over at first. Sam Holbrook, the umpire, at second, and Paul Nauert is the umpire at third base. Mark Bellhorn getting the start at second base. 265, 7 homers, and 39 runs batted in. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Boys made the trip with us this time. J.P. Villeman and Yuri Berenguer. There's Mark Bellhorn batting second for the Red Sox today, back at second base. Sits safely in 22 of his last 24 games. over the last 24 games, hitting at a .327 clip.
Well, you can see the way the defense is set up. As hard as Schmidt throws, that center field of Marquise Grissom really shading Bellhorn to the opposite field.
Bellhorn out after the 2-2 and fouls it down the left field line, backing out of play. Red Sox begin the day 4.5 games back in the New York Yankees. The Yankees taking on the Dodgers tonight in the Sunday game of the week. It'll be Contreras against Lima in that action, scheduled tonight at Dodger Stadium. Bellhorn strikes out. First strikeout on the day for Jason Schmidt. 2 down.
Mentioned some big strikeout games for Schmidt on the season. His season high 13. He did that against the Cubs back in May. And then last time out, as I mentioned, 12 strikeouts against the Toronto Blue Jays.
So 2 down, and it brings up David Ortiz, batting in the 3rd spot today at .296, 15 homers, and 63 runs batted in. That RBI total is good for the league lead, the American League. There's 39 RBIs in his last 32 games. Also the league leader in doubles with 26 doubles and 41 extra base hits. Swing and a miss. Today marks the end of this 6-game road trip for the Red Sox. As we look at the RBI leaders, and of course Ortiz on top of that list. The Red Sox with a win today would have a 3-3 road trip. Tomorrow off and begin a 6-game homestand Tuesday night against the Minnesota Twins, and then the Phillies will be in over the weekend. 3-1 now to Ortiz with Nomar Garciaparra waiting on deck.
Only 3 members of the Red Sox lineup today have ever faced Schmidt. Damon has faced him. Bellhorn has faced him, and Kevin Millar. As a matter of fact, Millar is 5 for 6 off him in his career.
Strike to Ortiz. He thought he had ball 4, but gets the bad news from Randy Marsh.
I think David was hoping for ball 4, but it looks like a pretty good pitch for Jason Schmidt, just about knee high.
Ortiz lifts it in the air to right field, shallow. Michael Tucker wandering in, and the Giants right fielder makes the catch. Down in order go the Red Sox. Giants coming up from San Francisco.
What's there to do in Philly? Oh, boy.
Well, I guess they want to come over and see the Liberty Bell.
You got the Liberty Bell.
We have the Liberty Bell.
Pretzels.
The National Constitution Museum.
There's lots of theater, excellent restaurants.
Well, there's a lot of culture here.
It's like a baby New York.
For me, it's
cheesesteak.
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 Cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak.
Now there's another great reason to go to Philly. Fly into Philadelphia International Airport for just $29 on Southwest Airlines.
I love Philadelphia.
You are now free to move about the country.
Bringing ultra-high performance from racetracks to your car. Race-proven performance. Kumho.
Kumho tires are available at Sullivan Tire and Auto Service locations.
Introducing the Nissan Quest, a revolutionary minivan featuring 5 Skyview windows, front and side impact 5-star safety rating, an innovative center console, automated side and rear lift doors, and fold-away second and third row seats. Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan?
money on your mind? At Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Eric Freed, back at SBC Park in San Francisco. Ray Durham lead it off against Bronson Arroyo.
Bronson Arroyo 2-5. He's trying to stop a 4-game losing streak, although last 2 times out have been decent performances for Arroyo. Last time out against Colorado, 6 innings in that game, gave up 3 earned runs. Castillo and Helton had home runs.
Durham lines one foul down towards the bullpen area and back up into the seats. Durham at .274 in the season, 3 homers, and 12 runs batted in. He broke his bat, so he'll get a new one.
Durham just recently coming off the disabled list, and he's really kind of added a big boost to this offense, leading off ball games. Had that leadoff home run yesterday off Pedro Martinez.
Leadoff home run, the 28th of his career, moved him into a tie with Davey Lopes and Kenny Lofton for 9th place on the all-time Major League list. Line, Garcia-Parra gathers it back to second and throws out Ray Durham. Nice play by Garcia-Parra for out number 1.
Well, Nomar getting the day off yesterday along with Trot Nixon. Both guys back up in the lineup today, and Garcia-Parra, nice play going to his left. That ball almost by him on the bounce, and then makes a strong throw to David Ortiz to get the out. In between Hop and Nomar, not an easy play.
So 1 down, and it brings up Michael Tucker, right fielder for the Giants. Hitting at .273, 7 homers and 30 runs batted in for Tucker. In the last 45 games, hitting at .295. And leading off every day for the Giants in the absence of Ray Durham, who was on the DL. And during that time, became second among National League leadoff hitters with a .424 on base percentage. Now back in the number 2 spot in the Giants order. And a 4-pitch walk to Michael Tucker. Take a look at the rest of the Giants starting lineup today, brought to you by Rico. We have seen the top 2 hitters. Marquise Grissom at third in center field. Barry Bonds in left field. He's had a very tough series. 0 for 7 with 2 walks in the series for Bonds. Edgardo Alfonso, yesterday's hero, at third. A.J. Brzezinski does the catching. Damon Minor at first base. Nafi Perez at short. Jason Schmidt, the pitcher, batting 9th. So 1 out, 1 on, and here is Marquise Grissom, the center fielder. And a pair of home runs here on Friday night, both off Tim Wakefield.
Very unusual stance for Marquise Grissom. As he gets ready to hit, he has that bat almost laying flat down his back, but then quickly gets it back into the good hitting position. One of the more unusual ways to start to see of any player. It's almost like he's scratching his bat with the barrel of the bat.
This is not where you start, it's where you finish. As he appears to change quite a bit with the pitch on the way in.
Yeah, all players have different trigger points, ways to get relaxed so they know where they're starting from on every swing, and apparently this is the one right now anyway for Marquise Grissom.
In their first strike, and it's 1-2. Grissom has never faced Arroyo. This is his first at bat against him.
Arroyo has faced the Giants a couple of times, but that one was when he was a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right center field and falling fast in for a hit. Tucker headed for third, and he'll get there. On the single by Marquise Grissom, the Giants with runners at the corners and 1 out.
And that's a pretty good piece of hitting there by Grissom, because he goes down and away on a pretty good breaking ball from Arroyo. This ball's down, actually off the plate, but still makes contact, covers the plate, makes contact, and drops it in for a base hit. Grissom's had a big series here against the Red Sox.
So the first hit of the day for the Giants off Bronson Arroyo, following the walk by Michael Tucker. Here's at the corners, one down, and here's Barry Bonds. Been silent in the series, 0 for 7, a couple of walks. And to be quite frank, he's had a very tough series, not only at the plate but defensively. Yesterday's blunder proved not to be costly in the outfield, as it turned out. The Giants were able to win on the home run by Edgardo Alfonzo. But very fortunate that it was not costly for Barry Bonds. Bonds second in the league in batting average, only behind Sean Casey of the Cincinnati Reds. He begins the day hitting at .362. Up foul off the left side, and a series of miscues really in the series, Jerry.
He's had an average series here, and they couldn't catch up with that ball on the gap. Same thing there, no dive for it. On a home run, looks like a ball he almost could have made a play on, did not, and then that bad play yesterday to allow the tying run to score.
Tucker at third, Grissom at first, one down. Evans up now at 2-2 to Bonds. We'll look at the batting averages among National Leaguers, second only to Sean Casey. Straight back to the backstop, 2-2.
Bronson Arroyo got away with one there. That's a breaking ball that stayed up about letter high. And fortunately for Arroyo, Bonds fouled it straight back. You don't want to leave the breaking ball in that spot against Barry Bonds.
Fairly fortunate that it's still in the yard.
Yeah, that ball that ball could have been splashing around out there in McCovey Cove.
Again, the 2-2 from Arroyo. This time goes up top and misses.
Only weakness for Bonds, up and in, 227.
Bluff to third, a bluff to first. Arroyo does not throw to either destination. Barry Bonds leading the National League in the early All-Star fan balloting, as you might imagine. 12-time All-Star in his own right, a 10-time starter in the Midsummer Classic. Up left side. Euclid is ducking back onto the grass and short left to handle out number 2. A very big out for Bronson Arroyo, 2 down.
Well, we just showed you that chart up and in, and that's exactly where that pitch was. It looked like a breaking ball that stayed inside, and Bonds actually jammed himself. It'll pop up to third base. Now, one thing, when the sun's out here, this is very difficult for the guys, especially on the left side of the field.
So 2 down, and it brings up yesterday's hero. Did not even start the game yesterday. Came on, of course, with a pinch hit home run to win it. Edgardo Alfonzo, 284 homers and 32 runs batted in. A 2-run shot. A 2-run shot in the 8th inning off Alan Embry. Snap a 4-4 tie, and the Giants' eventual 6-4 win. Was his first career pinch hit home run. The former New York Met, Edgardo Alfonzo. Tucker at third, Grissom at first, 2 down. A 21 pitch inning so far for Bronson Arroyo. Arroyo 2-5, really not indicative of the way that he has pitched this season, the record coming in. Two now to Alfonso. And this is the pitch that Bronson Arroyo needs to be effective against those right-handers. Veritek out giving signs to his middle infielders just in case there's the attempt at the double steal and what he will do at the baseball if that play does exist. Throw through, throw to third, or hold on to it. Go. They'll check it first. No, he did not. This is Larry bent over. Alfonso stays alive with a count of 2-2. Tucker at third. Grissom across the diamond at first base. Full count now. Kept trying to get Alfonso to chase that breaking ball, just missing the outside part of the plate, and to that point Alfonso has not chased it. The outfield set up straight away. Edgardo Alfonso. All 4 in the second walk of the inning, charged to Bronson Arroyo, and this will load him up for the Giants. Red Sox defense is brought to you by Lexus, and it's Youkilis, Garcia, Parra, Bellhorn, and Ortiz in the infield. Millard, Damon, Nixon in the outfield, and Jason Veritek doing the catching today for Bronson Arroyo, who right now has to get out of a bases loaded jam. He's got to face A.J. Pierzynski, the Giants catcher, or Minnesota Twin backstop. On the ground right side, Ortiz will need help. There is Arroyo, and Arroyo gets himself out of the jam unscathed in the bottom of the first. The Giants leave him loaded. We've played one from San Francisco. We're scoreless.
Small businesses are good at focusing on what they're great at doing. Now there's high-speed internet that's just as focused. SBC Yahoo DSL Business Edition. Tools that match the way you work, content that's focused on what you do. Just $29.95 a month for a year. Seeing small business differently. SBC.
Scent is the strongest sense tied to memory. How will you be remembered? Introducing new Red Zone Invisible Solid with a controlled release scent system. It's the longest lasting invisible solid from Old Spice. So you smell great all day and all night. New Red Zone Invisible Solid in 4 long-lasting scents. Stay in the zone.
Did you know Explorer has a no-charge third-row seat, a $745 value? And for a limited time, you can also get a power moonroof, a total value of $1,595 in no-charge options. Explorer 4x4, specially equipped with a standard V6, independent rear suspension, CD, remote keyless entry, and more. Now, get Explorer 4x4 with up to $5,850 total cash back, or lease for only $299 a month. See your New England Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm Don Kachuri. As a businessman, I know it's important to protect your investment. As governor, I know the importance of protecting the health of Rhode Islanders. That's why a new law takes effect July 1st, to protect people from lead in housing built before 1978. The Housing Resource Commission has a new booklet for landlords to explain the simple steps they can take to comply with the new law. Call now for your copy. Let's work together for a healthy Rhode Island.
Second inning back at SBC Park in San Francisco. Scoreless. Omar Garcia-Parra, Trot Nixon, and Jason Varitek expected in the inning. Omar beginning the day at 300. No homers and 3 runs batted in. The actual numbers so far for Garcia-Parra is 9 hits and 30 at bats so far since coming off the DL. Quickly down 0-2. Last 3 games he's gone 3 for 15 after the 3 for 5 effort in Colorado on Thursday.
You're going to see a reading on Schmidt where it's going to be 88-89. That is his changeup. I had to check between innings with the local broadcasters because, you know, a lot of times you think that's a sinking fastball. Not the case. That's his changeup. That's a hard changeup.
Shouldn't there be more of a...
It should be, but it's effective. He's got one of the best in the National League.
Going away to Garcia-Parra, 1-2.
And he's throwing 94, 95 with the fastball. Then the changeup's at 89. That's not much of a difference, but it's certainly effective.
Just taking a little off. Omar waves at it. Fooled on that pitch. Strikes out. Second strikeout for Jason Schmidt.
First time we've seen the curveball this afternoon from Schmidt. And again, that's also a good one. Probably his 3rd best pitch, but still very effective. You're thinking about the hard fastball, the changeup, then he drops the hook on you.
And a look outside. Beautiful SBC Park on an outstanding day here today. Doesn't get any better than this. As they are deep up in the standing room area. 1 down for Trot Nixon. Off to the fast start. 455, 2 homers and 5 runs batted in for Nixon. The hard numbers on him, 5 for his first 11. Sure, you were here for the night game the other night. How much different is this ballpark at night than during the day? Great atmosphere here today.
Yeah, during the day the sun's out, Don.
Thank you. The observation I was looking for. You're not the best in the business for nothing.
No, you know, it's such a pretty setting when you look behind this ballpark. You can see all the way across the bay to Oakland on a clear day. You see the mountains in the background, and it's just one of the prettiest settings you'll ever see in any baseball park. I think one thing, you know, to answer your question, Don, I noticed in the game yesterday was the day game, and the infielders and outfielders really have problems with pop-ups. The sun's very bright. And it caused some problems yesterday. We saw Euclid drop one, lose one in the sun. So maybe that's something to look for this afternoon.
1-2 to Nixon. Swing and a miss. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Schmidt. He's got 3 on the day. The league leaders are brought to you by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Boston Red Sox. And our category today is on base percentage. Frank Thomas on top of that list. Manny Ramirez, who has the day off, batting 3rd, 437 in that category on base percentage. Over the National League, Barry Bonds on top, then Lance Berkman of the Houston Astros. No one really near Bonds in that category. But a tough series so far for Barry. 2 down in the second inning. Varitek the hitter. And it evens up at 1-1 now to Varitek. 278, 9 homers and 27 runs batted in. They were saying on a clear day you can see the Coliseum where the Oakland A's play.
Yeah, they sometimes at night, which is a very rare occasion where they're both home, you can see the lights of the Coliseum across the bay. That would be way down to the right where the tanker is out there. You see it?
Okay. The Red Sox, of course, will be back to play Oakland. West Coast trip again. Varitek with a 2-out walk, and the Red Sox have their first base runner of the day.
thrill for Red Sox bat boy today, Jake Menton from Kingston, Massachusetts. The nephew of Dwayne Kuiper, who is doing the radio today. And Jake is the honorary bat boy today for the Boston Red Sox. So a big thrill for him.
How about that?
And there is his uncle, Dwayne Kuiper, former second baseman in the big leagues.
Off at first is Veritek. Millar hits one deep and far to left field. Bonds heading back at the wall to make the catch. Banged into it, had no more room in which to work with. As Millar is gone on the Bonds catch to end things in the second. We played an inning and a half, scoreless.
Hey, what is it?
I realize I love you, but as long as you're with Jessica, there can never be anything between us.
Cassie, there's no need to cry. Besides, I've got really great news.
You're leaving Jessica.
No. I just saved a load of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. I saved. I thought that meant something to you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Refreshing, reviving Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Pick one up today, and it'll return the favor.
Need an extra boost? Add a shot of espresso to your favorite iced coffee today.
You think of how accidents occur, how everything happens so fast. Then you think about how you can create anti-roll technology that reacts even faster. You think about that, then you build.
The Volvo XC90, the only SUV equipped with a roll stability control system to help prevent rollover and guided by conscience.
Back in San Francisco as we head now to the last half of the second inning. Minor leading it off, first baseman. Fouling it off down the right field line, 0-2.
Damon Minor getting playing time at first base along with Pedro Feliz. J.T. Snow on the disabled list for the Giants. Arthroscopic surgery on his left knee back in May. Right toward the end of May.
Minor moving up from AAA Fresno, May 25th. And taking the roster spot of J.T. Snow. Turned to the big leagues after a one-year hiatus. Spent all of 2003. AAA for both the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. That means half the year in Fresno and half the year in Scranton, Pennsylvania. In his last 6 at-bats, Damon Minor. Evens up at 2-2. The Minor, Nafi Perez, and then Jason Schmidt, the pitcher, expected here in the bottom of the second inning. Arroyo's up to 31 pitches as he starts things here in the second inning. Broken bat liner foul.
Don, we made the point in the game on Friday night here at this ballpark that the right field has a tendency to play more toward the gap because it's 421 as you head out into this area. So you're going to see a lot of right fielders here. Nixon playing a little bit more this way than they would toward the line to try to cover that. If the ball gets in that area there, that's a guaranteed triple.
That's kind of like the triangle at Fenway then.
Yeah, I think even
further,
more room out there, I think, than in Fenway.
All kinds of angles out there in right field. As the numbers indicate out there. 309 down the line and 365 in behind where Nixon is standing. 421 out to the area you just mentioned. And 399 to dead center field. Fouled off, still a full count to Damon Minor. Then a lengthy at bat to lead off the last half of the second inning. The ninth pitch of the at bat. And it's fouled back below us.
Damon Minor looks like he might be vulnerable to pitches inside. He's got that big looping, sweeping swing. Certainly a power hitter's stroke. Trying to go inside with this fastball.
Able to foul it off. Bronson Arroyo 2-5, 4.96 ERA coming in. His 14th appearance, 11th start. They're trying to secure a 500 road trip for the Red Sox. A nasty breaking ball strikes him out. First strikeout of the day for Arroyo.
Backdoor breaking ball for Bronson Arroyo. Starts it off the outside edge and then picks up the outside corner. A pitch that that left-handed hitter cannot lay off. It's too close to take, especially with 2 strikes. So he got him thinking about inside. Then he goes back outside to get the strikeout.
One down for Neifi Perez. Out after the first pitch, down to first. A fair ball that is booted into foul ground that Veritek's got to run down. Matias trying to glove it. It goes off the glove and deep in behind home plate, and Neifi Perez reaches at first base.
And it looks like a ball that David probably could have stayed back on because Neifi Perez was not even close to him. So if he stays back on this for one more hop, well, by that time it might have gone foul. Maybe that's why he had to charge it like that. If he does stay back, it probably goes into foul territory. Just clanks off his glove, and Neifi Perez at first base on the error.
First error for either side today, and the bunt by Schmidt, a very good one. Veritek picks and throws on time. Sacrifice goes 2-4 with a put out at first base. Up to second goes Neifi Perez with 2 down.
Where better than Fenway Park to hold your next party, corporate function, wedding, or any other special event? From the beautiful 406 Club overlooking the field to the green monster seats or the new right field roof, Fenway Park has several locations ideally suited to meet your needs. For more information, send an email to events@redsox.com.
So 2 down. Neifi Perez at second base. As you look at a picture perfect afternoon from SBC Park in San Francisco. And fans jammed here all over the ballpark, even outside, looking in. Ray Durham with a chance here with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. The Red Sox committing their 55th error of the season. Only Kansas City and Detroit have more in the American League. Durham with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, 1 for 10. Giants left the bases loaded in the first inning as Arroyo got out of that jam. Evens up at 1-1 to Durham. Pitches already for Bronson Arroyo through an inning and 2/3. And he hits it. Down to first goes Durham.
Bronson Arroyo has now hit 10 batters this season. That's tied for second in the league. Victor Zambrano has hit 11, and then Arroyo and Tim Hudson each with 10 apiece.
So 2 down, Perez at second base, Ray Durham at first. And here's Michael Tucker, walked in the first inning, one of 2 walks given up by Arroyo so far today. Michael Tucker, 32 years of age, from South Boston, Virginia.
I think Bronson Arroyo was throwing more changeups here in the first 2 innings than I can recall ever in any start this year. A lot of left-handed hitters in this lineup, and he's working that changeup quite a bit.
All behind here, 2-0. Strike 2-1. First season here in San Francisco for Michael Tucker after 2 years with the Kansas City Royals. With the Cubs, 3 before that with the Reds in Atlanta, and got to the big leagues for the first time in '95 with Kansas City. Veteran outfielder returning to the National League after inking a free agent deal here with the Giants in December this last offseason. Career .259 hitter. Over 1,000 career major league games. Broken bat grounder to Ortiz. He can make up for the error and does. Tags the bag alone for the final out. Well, the Giants have stranded 5 through the first 2 innings. We're scoreless from San Francisco.
Michael is doing really well. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Introducing Friendly's new Baja Chicken Sandwich and Baja Colossal Burger. Try one now and get a free sundae.
Dad, I want what you're having.
You and me and Friendly's.
Hi from Lake Compound! Ride Boulder Dash, the best wooden coaster in America. Plus, Splash Harbor, Connecticut's biggest water park. Free soda all day, plus kiddie rides, fantastic roller coasters, and this new nightmare, downtime. Don't you need a little downtime?
Lake Compound, the place for family fun. Now open daily.
His presentation to the board was in an hour. And while he managed to keep that dry, well, he wasn't. Which is why he was pleased to discover that our selection of big and tall was not only extensive, but at prices that, well, wouldn't soak him. After all, he had enough of that for one day.
You'll find big and tall sizes at the Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
An American Revolution.
Back in San Francisco, scoreless through 2 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Kevin Youkilis getting his first look at Jason Schmidt. Royals been able to pitch his way out of 2 pretty big jams through the first 2 innings, as the Giants have stranded 5 through the first 2. Goes to .269, 3 homers, and 14 runs batted in. To right field, Tucker moves over, now in to take care of out number 1. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Subaru, by Foxwoods Resort and Casino, and by New England Dodge Dealers. Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Eric Freed, and very happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Red Sox trying to take 2 out of 3. Arroyo 4 for 50 as a hitter. His action, of course, coming with the Pittsburgh Pirates so far with the Red Sox. This is his second time that he's had to bat in a Red Sox uniform. 0 for 2 so far in the season. Schmidt up to 40 pitches through 2 1/3 innings. He has struck out 3 on the day and has walked 1. Royal fans, 4th strikeout for Schmidt, 2 down.
Well, each time the Red Sox win at Fenway Park, Hood donates $1,500 to the Hood Home Team Advantage charity program. The program benefits children's hospitals throughout New England. It's another reason you can feel good about Hood.
So 2 down, and it brings up Johnny Damon, grounded out to third base, first time up. Off the backside, Damon down 0-1. Pretty much either everything's been a strikeout or in the air so far. Only 1 ground ball out. Here's another fly ball. Barry Bonds in to make the catch for out number 3. The Red Sox down in order through 2.5 from San Francisco. No score.
Flying to the Washington area for business? If these 23 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Baltimore Washington International, maybe this will. You can fly to BWI for just $49 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Quality items, great prices, and convenient locations. Extramart has all your bases covered. Stop by for a cup of our very own Brew Boy coffee or a double-sized Deli Joe sandwich. Heading for home or running on empty, Extramart introduces Extra Fuels, our own premium quality gasoline.
Extramart is now your headquarters for Castrol oil products. Castrol oil, winning performance. And check out Nesquik in easy-to-drink bottles for just 99 cents. Nesquik, milk made fun.
Extramart is always a home run.
Grab some body wash from Old Spice.
When I walk through a jam, no one knows who I am. Put my love to the test, and I missed the success.
It has a dual action formula, so you get really clean, smell really great.
Hey, Ben. Need help with your anatomy homework?
Now in Mountain Rush 6, spice things up.
This is a Chevy Silverado with a Vortec V8. This is a Ford F-150 with its Triton V8. This is the real world. From a dead stop, F-150's Triton V8 creates unsurpassed low-end torque. Any questions? Only one truck has earned the right to be the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Get up to $3,500 cash back or 0% financing plus a $1,000 upfit reimbursement on the best-selling truck 27 years straight.
Back in San Francisco, on to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Marquise Grissom, Barry Bonds, and Edgardo Alfonso. The featured trio in the bottom of the 3rd for the Giants. Looks out to be 3, 4, and 5. Grissom with a single to right, his first time up. It is the only hit so far today for the Giants, despite having left 5 men on through the first 2 innings. Arroyo has walked 2. He has hit a batter. The Red Sox have committed an error. Grissom has done well against the Red Sox in the series. The 2 home runs both coming on Friday night and both off Tim Wakefield. to 50 pitches as he starts things here in the third, deep into that pitch count already today. And the strike 3 call too. Marquise Grissom, second strikeout for Bronson Arroyo.
First strikeout was on a backdoor breaking ball to the left-hander Minor. That time the fastball down and in, knee high on the inside corner for the strikeout.
One out for Barry Bonds. He popped out to third base his first time up. He was up with 2 men on and popped out in the first inning. Now 0 for 8 in the series against the Red Sox.
Red Sox with the Giambi shift, the Delgado shift. Now on Bonds. Bellhorn well into right field.
Well, as we look at a guy who's had some historic numbers, we've been told today that Ken Griffey Jr. has finally got number 500. His 6th inning home run off Matt Morris
in St. Louis.
Waiting to do that for a little while, and the pressure's off now. Griffey Jr. has 500. The Reds won that game today 6-0. Bonds has been issued major league record 535 intentional walks for his career, the most ever. All 4 this time, not an intentional walk, with the third given up by Arroyo. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric.
Don, it's a return home for many members of the Red Sox. Ellis Burks, Doug Mirabelli played for the San Francisco Giants, and Bill Miller did as well. And it's a reuniting with Bill Miller for the Red Sox, because he underwent surgery back on May 28th, back with the team for the first time. And I asked him how the procedure went to clean out that right knee.
Great. It went great. They pulled out some crab meat and spinach dip, and man, I'm as good as new, and I'm happy everything's done, and I feel very good.
I think that's what they were looking for in the knee, but everything went well, and Bill is happy to be back here in San Francisco as well. This is a town where he met his wife, and he was in the cage today taking some rips. He's going to start a running program on Tuesday. If that goes well for a week, then they'll start talking about a rehab assignment, and he is on schedule, maybe a little bit ahead of schedule from the initial diagnosis of 4 to 6 weeks. Guys.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. Well, that's certainly great news.
Yeah, it sounded like a little 50,000-mile checkup to clean it up a little bit. What do you get out of this? Spinach and what?
Some sort of dip. I didn't hear it. Crab meat.
Crab meat.
Yeah, spinach dip.
Yeah. At least he's got some left in there. That's good. That's a good sign.
You need some dip in there, don't you?
I could use a little spinach dip in there.
1-1 to Alfonso Bonds at first base. One foul down the right field line. I got to know what the deal is with the chickens. I noticed after Bonds walked, there were chickens all over this ball.
Yeah, that's a thing that they do here, and you can see him lined up out there in right field. Every time he walks or intentionally walks, they hang a chicken, and of course they wave him all over the ballpark. Yeah. The pitcher is a chicken for not pitching to Bonds.
Gotcha.
We got a chicken.
They have a chicken here.
Yeah, we got a chicken here.
And he was swinging. Grab it by the neck, and notice it was all over the ballpark. Strike 3 call as Alfonso strikes out.
2 strikeouts in this inning for Arroyo, and both basically in this. We'll rather look at this.
Wow, we got to take a look at the chicken. That's what they do.
That's pretty good.
This is a chicken.
Now, never mind the replay. Let's look at the chicken. Same spot again. He had that same pitch to Grissom to lead off this inning. He goes back down and in to pick up the strikeout. And Alfonso in the same location, same pitch.
2 down for A.J. Pierzynski. Grounded out to first base, first time up. Want to try swinging the chicken, or are you good?
No, that's you can have the chicken.
Opposite field, Millar has it sized up in left. Makes the catch for the final out. Bonds left at first. We've played 3 from San Francisco. No score.
This month,
takes more than branches to be a real community bank. It takes roots. Since 1875, the people of Camden National Bank have been firmly rooted in the communities we serve. That means the money you deposit with us goes to work in your community through lending and financial support, and the money you borrow for your personal or business needs helps our community grow. Sure, we have branches, but it's our roots you can count on. Camden National Bank. Roots you can bank on.
Hi, I'm Steve Schumann. Thank you for making Charlie's Maine's #1 Jeep dealer.
Maine's #1 Jeep dealer offers you the best value in America. Charlie's is Maine's #1 new car and truck dealer for the 6th year in a row. And Charlie's Jeep has the best selection ever. Over the past 17 years, no one in Maine has sold more Jeeps than Charlie's.
Come see why more than 6,000 customers a year buy cars and trucks at Charlie's.
See us first, see us last, but see us and save.
There's an industry that's been a part of Maine agriculture for over 100 years. What started as a day off for Maine farmers at the fair has turned into an industry that generates millions of dollars that stay right here in Maine. Harness racing has raised generations and employed thousands of Maine people. Whether you're at a racetrack or one of Maine's premier agricultural fairs, harness racing is fun and exciting to watch. Bring the family to a day at the races at Bangor Raceway or Scarborough Downs. Harness racing in Maine. It's fun to the finish.
Go to the top of the 4th. The West Coast loves the Red Sox in Nesson. Well, visit a participating Home Depot location and you can win a road trip for 4 to the Big Apple of Baltimore. You'll get tickets, airfare, accommodations, and more, or tickets to September Sox New York Series at Fenway. If you want to catch the Sox Center to win the Home Depot Boston Red Sox You Can sweepstakes now through July 31st. See participating stores for details.
4th inning, Mark Bellhorn leading it off. A strikeout victim his first time up. 1 of 4 strikeouts for Jason Schmidt on the afternoon. Schmidt up to 44 pitches. Schmidt coming in with an 8-2 record, 2.50 earned run average, his 13th start of the year. Milton, Randy Johnson, and Roger Clemens all with 9 wins to lead the National League in victories. Ichi, Lawrence, and Schmidt tied for 2nd, each with 8 victories in the National League. This one gets away. 2-2 now to Mark Bellhorn.
Bellhorn coming into this game a pretty good success against Jason Schmidt. 2 for 5 with a home run. Of course, Bellhorn has hit in 22 of his last 24 games.
Right back to Schmidt, nicely making the grab defensively. He doesn't make the catch, it hits him. He throws out Mark Bellhorn, 1 away. Well, it's time now for the Aflac trivia question. And our question today, what father and son were both catchers in their careers for the Red Sox? Well, the answer for you in the next half inning.
I know one of the combinations.
Yes, I do too now that I think about it. David Ortiz lined out to right field his first time up, 0 for 1 today. Great to see Dave Fleming, who was a radio announcer with the Pawtucket Red Sox, now a radio announcer here for the San Francisco Giants, the partner of John Miller for the most part, most of the time. The youngest major league broadcaster in the major leagues at just 28 years of age. Stanford grad. Great to see Dave, more Paw Sox announcer.
And he gets a chance to talk today. John Miller, of course, going down south to do the Yankee-Dodger game tonight. So today he's working with Dwayne Kuiper. And he says when he works with Kuiper, he gets a chance to talk a little bit.
Dwayne Kuiper had less home runs than you did it as a second baseman, correct?
You are absolutely correct, Don. He had 1.
Pretty tough to do.
How many did you have, Don, at the major league level?
I had just over 60. Of course, had 7 home runs. I heard before the game who he hit it off, and now I forget.
Steve Stone, I think.
Yeah, that's who it was. And of course, doing Cubs games. Two to David Ortiz. Fouled off into the enormous dugout that is the Red Sox dugout. Both dugouts are huge and roomy and spacious. Looks like everybody kind of camped out in front. If you are in back, you are a long way away. On the ground to Minor. Will take it alone to retire Ortiz. 2 down.
Well, again, that's the changeup, and I tell you, it's got to be the hardest changeup in all of baseball. I mean, it's 89, 90 miles an hour. That was a 90-mile-an-hour changeup to David Ortiz, and you can see David's out on his front foot. The fastball is so powerful at 95, 96, then that changeup at 88, 89 still gets you off balance.
2 down for Nomar Garciaparra. Struck out his first time up. Omar hits it in the air to left field. Bonds, who started back, now jogs in and takes care of out number 3. In order, go the Red Sox through 3.5. We're scoreless from San Fran.
Moms have changed. Shouldn't have minivan. Introducing the Nissan Quest.
Hi, this is Johnny Damon of the Boston Red Sox. When I have a collision on the field, I go see the trainer. When you have a collision off the field, take your car where the Red Sox do. To today's collision repair centers in Chelsea and now in Malden. Or get your car off the disabled list and back on the road in no time.
Are you looking to sell your home in Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts? Call Robert W. Clark at 1-866-9-RI-SOLD for your very own free market analysis. Go with Robert W. Clark, a proven performer. 1-866-9-RI-SOLD.
Money on your mind? At Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
It's the June open house at Marty's USRV, offering huge savings all month long on new motor homes. Save big on a new 2003 22-foot Airstream CCD with an incredibly low sales price of $32,928, only $194 monthly. And that's not all. Save over $30,000 on a new 2003 36-foot Fleetwood Pace Aero, sale priced at only $99,950 or $484 monthly.
Quantity, quality, and price. It's USRV. My name is Marty, and we make better deals.
Last of the 4th inning back in San Francisco as Damon Minor grounds one foul down towards the bullpen area. Minor, a strikeout victim his first time up, one of 3 strikeouts today for Bronson Arroyo. Arroyo has given up only 1 hit through the first 3 innings. Jason Schmidt has not given up a hit through the first 4, so 1 hit between the 2 clubs. Giants with some chances early. They left the bases loaded in the first inning. And we'll have 2 men on in the second, 1 on in the third, so 6 men through the first 3. And Arroyo up to 65 pitches as he works here in the last half of the 4th inning. Bellhorn at second base. Throws is out minor for the inning's first out. Well, it's time now for the answer to the Aflac trivia question today. And the question was, what father and son were both catchers in their careers for the Red Sox? Haywood and Mark Sullivan. Haywood caught for the Red Sox 1955, 57, and 59. And 60, Mark catching for the Red Sox 1982, 84, and again in 87.
I thought there were two combinations, just one, so I did have it right.
Yeah,
Haywood
I
and
thought
Mark
so too.
Sullivan.
I guess maybe I read it wrong. That's entirely possible. But that's the one I had too. Nafy Perez chops one foul outside of first.
Of course, Haywood Sullivan, playing for the Red Sox, went on to be the general manager of the Red Sox and also part owner of the Red Sox.
One to Nafy Perez. And there for a strike. Perez reached on an error in the second inning charge to David Ortiz. The only miscue of the game so far for either side. Nasty pitch. Vertek thought he had the corner, but it's 2-2. The pitcher Jason Schmidt waits on deck. Now the fans that are standing in behind Nixon in right field, they're actually outside the ballpark, right?
My understanding is, yeah, those fans are in for free. They can walk into that area from that walkway behind the right field wall and just watch the game from that area.
For 3 innings, I'm told. Then they have to rotate. I don't know how they go about doing that. That must be quite a procedure. And that is actually outside on what appears to be kind of a boardwalk out there, separating the ocean from where the right field wall is. Two to Perez again. Foul ball off the left side.
That's some awkward unbalanced swings here from Nafy Perez, but he's still fouling him off, staying alive in this at bat, making Bronson Arroyo throw a lot of pitches.
'73 pitches for Arroyo. Pitch number 74 fouled off again. The 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Finally strikes him out. 4th strikeout for Bronson Arroyo. 2 down in the last half of the 4th inning.
Looks like all of Bronson Arroyo's strikeouts with the exception of one on fastball. Let's see what this pitch is here to Perez after a long battle. Yeah, it looks like it might have been a cut fastball to pick up the strikeout.
Lengthy at bat, but it's Bronson Arroyo wins the battle as Jason Schmidt pops it up foul ground. Ortiz makes the catch in foul ground. 1, 2, 3. Go the Giants for the first time in the game. Through 4, we're scoreless from San.
You can get the most out of your summer projects and the most out of your summer weekends. The Home Depot makes it easy with no payments, no interest for 12 months on any purchase store-wide of $299 or more. Just use your Home Depot or Expo Consumer credit card. Only here will you find the best brands like John Deere, Rigid, GE, and Toro, all under one roof. If you want to seize the summer, you can. Only at the Home Depot. You can do it, we can help.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Hop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Foxwoods.
It's about sincerity, trust, and understanding. It's about doing the right thing for our customers. It's so simple, yet it says so much. It's who we are, and it's the only way we know how to be. Sakuchi Lincoln Mercury Honda. Our reputation is your protection.
I know it's summer when my dad's legs are white. Mom talks about waxing. I get buzz cut. I pick Mommy flowers. Buy bud sticks to the feet. I water the lawn and my little sister.
It's the surest sign of summer. Friendly's ice cream window is now open, ready to serve up all your favorite ice cream treats. Stop by today for our new Nuts Over Caramel ice cream. Delicious on cones and in sundaes, or get it to go in hand-packed pints. It's pure summertime at Friendly's.
Back in San Francisco, scoreless as we head to the visiting half of the 5th inning. Rod Nixon, Jason Varitek, and Kevin Millar set to face Jason Schmidt, who has not given up a hit. For the first 4 innings, the only base runner for the Red Sox was a walk in the 2nd inning. Has 4 strikeouts today. One of them was Trot Nixon back in the 2nd inning. With 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in since coming back. He's hit safely in all 4 games that he's played in since being activated on Friday. Delivering a pinch hit 2-run single to tie yesterday's game against the Giants in the top of the 8th inning. Of course, the error charged in left field to Barry Bonds. It allowed 3 runs to score and tie the game at the time. Jason Schmidt's thrown 58 pitches. Most wins in a season was last year for Jason Schmidt, 17-5. The year before was 13-8. On the ground, Durham. 1 away. Let's find Eric Freed. Eric.
Well, there's a big event right now at Fenway Park. Between 4,000 and 5,000 people are watching us on the Jumbotron for the Father's Day walk through the park. Next Sunday, picnic in the park, and Kevin Millar's wife Gina is here to tell us about that.
Yeah, next Sunday we're going to have picnic in the park. It's a great event. We have a live band, and it's just a neat thing to do to have your families and the players out on the field for a great picnic on Fenway Park. And it's our 2nd time to do this. So it was a great event last year, and we're looking forward to it this year.
The players will all be taking part of the picnic. They'll also be offering up some interesting auction items.
Yeah, we've really gotten together to create one-of-a-kind experiences. We have like a hunting trip with Tim Wakefield and Mike Timlin. We have a guitar lesson with Bronson Arroyo. We also have a private pitching lesson with Kurt Schilling. So there's about 15 different great auction items that we've created like this to make it a one-of-a-kind experience.
And this is all next Sunday, and you're making sure all the players are going to be there as well.
That's right. Hopefully we'll get them all there, and it's next Sunday immediately after the Phillies game. And you can go to picnic at redsox.com for the ticket.
All right, Gina Millar, thanks very much. We'll look for you next Sunday at Fenway Park. Now we go back up to Don and Jerry.
All right, Eric, thanks very much. Really a great event. And this a high, hard fastball from Jason Schmidt to Varitek right now, just dominating this Red Sox offense. 2 down for Kevin Millar. Hit one to the track his first time up, caught by Barry Bonds. That should be a good time next Sunday at the ballpark. I know it was a big smash last year, and hopefully even bigger this year. I emceed the auction last year, and some of the items last year were outstanding. I'm told this year they're even better, so should be great. great numbers against Jason Schmidt. Between Schmidt's time with Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco.
He's well aware of those numbers, too, because that 2-0 pitch was a changeup to Kevin Millar.
One now. The only base runner so far today for the Red Sox was Jason Varitek in the second on a walk. The Red Sox have not yet had a hit today. 2 down here in the 5th. Hopped up, foul outside of first for Minor. And foul ground for out number 3. The Red Sox down in order. Halfway through this one, we're scoreless from San Fran.
Don't buy another SUV before you check out the Hyundai Santa Fe. Inside, tons of space and lots of standard features, all for $4,400 less than a Toyota Highlander when comparably equipped. And outside, great looks powered by an available 3.5-liter V6 with reliability backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Hyundai Santa Fe starting at just $17,334 with utility package. With Hyundai, you win. Get a 2004 Santa Fe with up to $2,250 cash back or 0% APR.
Scent is the strongest sense tied to memory. How will you be remembered? Introducing new Red Zone Invisible Solid with a controlled release scent system. It's the longest lasting Invisible Solid from Old Spice. So you smell great all day and all night. New Red Zone Invisible Solid in 4 long-lasting scents. Stay in the zone.
You'll find that many of the designer suits that we sell for $200 are made with the same quality and care as those that others sell for twice as much, which probably explains why we can sell so many of them, which in turn explains why we can sell them for $200.
100% wool, $200. Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
To contact the store nearest you, call 1-800-776-SUIT.
Fireside Nissan on Route 1 North Attleboro announces its June summer vacation sales event. Fireside has the largest inventory in southeastern Mass, including 2004 Titan 4-Wheeler Magazine's Truck of the Year. And with 0.9 financing and rebates up to $3,250, you won't want to miss out. Fireside, southeastern New England's largest parts and service dealer, is out to be #1 in sales and will do what it takes to earn your business. See for yourself why there is no better deal than a Fireside deal. Fireside Nissan, your peace of mind dealer.
Last of the 5th inning, Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy along with Eric Freed back in San Francisco. Our producer is Russ Ken, director Mike Naracci, associate producer is Greg Petranzio. Glad you've joined us on this Father's Day from San Francisco. Top of the Giants order, Ray Durham leading it off. Durham down 0-2, is 0 for 1 today and has been hit by a pitch. Bronson Arroyo's next pitch should be the 80th of his outing. He's only given up 1 hit today. It was back in the 1st inning. Marquise Grissom's single to right. Left side, Youkilis battling with the sun. Makes the catch today after not making a catch yesterday.
Well, Red Sox fans, you could win Green Monster seat tickets this season courtesy of Exxon. Fill up twice at participating Exxon. Pick up a Green Monster sweepstakes envelope, enclose your 2 receipts and mail them in. 100 lucky fans will win 2 tickets each. The more you enter, the better chance you have of winning.
Very happy Father's Day to everybody here. And back in the Boston area as well. Down, Michael Tucker 0 for 1 with a walk. Fouls it off. I haven't quite figured out the breeze here yet, Jerry. Looks like the flags are going in all kinds of different directions.
Well, they tell me, Don, on Friday that most of the wind comes from behind us heading out toward the bay. And that's one of the reasons they set the ballpark up this way, much more comfortable than Candlestick. And because of the way the seats end over here in right field, it kind of pushes balls that are hit toward right field back in. So that is the tough place to hit home runs here.
It is interesting that they did not continue the stands down the right field line to the foul pole.
The only thing they brought from Candlestick Park to this ballpark were those horns that they have out there in center field. This big thing right here, that's the only thing that they brought from Candlestick.
That was the only thing worth saving, huh?
I guess, yeah.
A full count to Michael Tucker. Marquise Grissom waiting on deck. Struck him out. 5th strikeout for Bronson Arroyo. 2 down in the 5th inning.
Well, I'll tell you, the Red Sox are facing one of the top pitchers in the National League, but Bronson Arroyo is certainly matching him so far in this game today. This is the best that we've seen Bronson Arroyo in 4 or 5 starts, although, as I mentioned at the top, his last 2 have been better. There's no question about that, but today is much, much better.
Marquise Grissom, who has the only hit off of. Arroyo's got another one. Nixon plays the hop. Grissom headed for second, and the throw. Skip. And second base here for Marquise Grissom.
Well, again, you know, we mentioned many times, Nixon not 100% with that hamstring, the quad yet. And he had a long way to go to try to make the play on that pop-up. Now, Marquise Grissom also has had hamstring problems. He was not running hard into second base. And Nixon almost threw him out. There's the bounce just in fair territory. He plays it barehanded and quickly gets it back in, and I think that surprised Grissom.
Grissom at second base. The Red Sox will put on Barry Bonds and not give him the opportunity to do anything. With the second walk to Bonds, the first of the intentional variety.
This is only his 52nd intentional walk of the season.
That's it, huh?
That's more than about 4 or 5 teams in all of baseball combined.
Intentional walk. Bonds down to first base. 2 on 2 outs. Veritek out to talk to Arroyo on how they're going to deal with Edgardo Alfonzo, who will be next. See the intentional walk numbers. How about that? Teams in behind Barry Bonds. The Cardinals 32. Arroyo had retired 7 in a row before Grissom's double down the right field line. The intentional walk at Barry Bonds. 2 on 2 outs. Edgardo Alfonzo walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. Yesterday's hero. Now to Alfonzo. Came up through the Mets system. Actually spent a season in Massachusetts in the minor leagues with the Pittsfield Mets in 1992. 74 games and reached New York in 1995. The Mets from 95 through 2002. They're in a second season with the Giants. Last year had kind of an off season in 142 games, hitting at just .259 and 13 home runs, while with the Mets a couple seasons in which he had 20 or more home runs. He had 27 and 99. Back to the backstop. There's 2-2 to Alfonso. Alfonso signing a 4-year deal here as a free agent before last season. From Venezuela. Grissom at second, Bonds at first, 2 down. Alfonso lines it down the left field line, but it's bending foul back into the seats.
Yeah, Bronson got away with one there. He hung that breaking ball out over the plate. Now, Alfonso's had a tough time on that breaking ball down and away, but a mistake made there, and fortunately, he's out in front of it and pulls it foul. But this is not the location he wanted this breaking ball.
Strikeout number 6 for Bronson Arroyo. The Giants strand 2 more. We played 5. No score from San Francisco.
Hey, will you watch my salad? Sure. Long chicken. McDonald's? I'm loving it. I want to eat my salad.
Acura TSX, the 6-speed, 200-horsepower getaway car, one of Car and Driver's 10 best.
Money on your mind? At Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
If you're a serious fan, make Bob's Stores your official teamwear shop. With the best selection of authentic Red Sox apparel, plus all your favorite activewear, sneakers, and cleats. Get geared up at Bob's.
Warm seasoned beef, cheddar jack cheese, crispy tortilla strips, and Newman's Own all-natural salsa. I'm gonna just not just have a salad. The new premium Fiesta salad from McDonald's.
Top half of the 6th inning, Jason Schmidt has only allowed a walk through the first 5 innings. As he faces 8-9-1 for the Red Sox here in the top of the 6th inning, Kevin Youkilis to lead it off. Youkilis lined out to right field his first time up. Only base runner for the Red Sox, Jason Varitek, with a walk back in the 2nd inning. Side backing out of play, and it's 1-2 to Youkilis. Just a piece. Very defensive swing from Youkilis. Jason Schmidt, listed at 6'5", 205 pounds, 31 years of age.
Tell you what, for a guy that had elbow operation at the end of last season, he still can bring it to home plate.
He has 5 strikeouts today. He's walked only 1. dugout on the third base side. Two line to left, and that is in for a hit. First of the day as it goes through to the wall. Youkilis into second base. Jason Schmidt had a no-hitter going through 5, but it was broken up to lead off the 6th. Youkilis sends any thoughts of that for Jason Schmidt.
And he got a changeup too from Jason Schmidt and really stayed back on it nicely, pulling that ball down the left field line. So we told our fans back at Fenway to give each other a hug, and it worked. Red Sox finally got a base hit. Now Bronson Arroyo has the responsibility of getting that bunt down and getting him to third base.
Bronson Arroyo, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. And his only at bat in this game. He had been 0 for 2 coming in with the Red Sox, 0 for 3 overall for Arroyo. The anticipation of him bunting. They're in at the corners. It does indeed square, and a strike to Arroyo.
Got that first baseman, Damian Minor, right down on the top of Arroyo. He's going to try to bunt this ball down to third base. Pull the third baseman off the bag. Minor has nobody there. He can just charge in very quickly.
Arroyo punching at it, and down 0-2.
That's the problem with missing that first fastball. Then you get into a position where you've got to try to bunt the breaking ball, which is much more difficult. See if they keep it on here. 0-2.
After it, and strikes out. 6th strikeout for Jason Schmidt. Arroyo unable to get the bunt down.
He should go to first base. He dropped that ball, didn't he?
I think he did. Schmidt becomes aware of it.
Yeah, he should go to first. He did, finally.
He was almost to the dugout, Jerry.
That doesn't matter.
He started yelling to him to get down to first, and he does.
Now you're going to watch. He doesn't make contact, and the ball is not caught by Brzezinski. Right there, so he can go to first base. Now Arroyo starts back toward the dugout, but he never reached the dugout. He just continues on to first base once they tell him to go there. Go ahead, nobody's paying attention to you. First base is open, he can do that. So that's a break for the Red Sox. Here's Arroyo heading back to the dugout. Now somebody's going to yell on him and tell him to get to first base. Here's Francona telling him, because that ball was not fouled off. It was just dropped by Brzezinski, and I'm amazed that Brzezinski didn't throw to first base.
So runners at first and second with 1 down.
Mild argument by Alou.
Damon swinging away, and he grounds it foul. Well, they were in on the corners.
Yeah, they sure were. They were expecting the bunt from Johnny Damon. Minor was very, very close at first and also at third base, and Johnny was swinging away.
Strikeout and a pass ball, the ruling that has Arroyo standing at first base. Swats it foul off the left side. No intentions of bunting there, and it's 0-2. So the corner infielders who had been in on the grass back up a little bit. As Alfonso had been in on the grass at third, Minor at first, now back in regular depth. That time. Schmidt's up to 81 pitches as he works here in the 6th inning. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Left center field, Grissom and Bonds makes the catch. Leaping in front of Marquise Grissom to take that one away. Much taller man, and Bonds makes the catch. A lot of communication appears out there in left center.
Well, they were both shading Damon to the other way, and Bonds was shallow. He just cuts in front of his center fielder, who really probably had a better play on it. And then you can see the reaction by Jason Schmidt. Very fortunate that ball was caught. I'll tell you, it's been sloppy in the outfield in this series for the Giants.
So one away. And here's Mark Bellhorn 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a ground up. Mookie Reese with the day off, at least to begin the game. Bellhorn getting the start at second base. 1-1 now to Bellhorn. Hit a 290 in this situation. Runners in scoring position so far. Schmidt had not given up a hit coming into this inning through the first 5, but Youkilis leads off this inning with a double. Arroyo reaching on the strikeout and the pass ball. Damon is flied out. On the ground, right side. Minor goes to second. And they are able to get the force out there on the lead runner. Bellhorn reaching at first. And up to third goes Youkilis, now just 90 feet away.
Well, you had a pitcher going to second base and Bronson Arroyo, and he's lucky he did get that right around the chest. If Perez had thrown, he didn't slide. And that, because he didn't slide, Perez could never make the throw to first base. There's the throw from Minor. Now look, there's Arroyo never sliding, and I think that really interrupted the play by Nefi Perez.
Youkilis at third, Bellhorn at first, and 2 down for David Ortiz. He was flied out and grounded out 0 for 2.
Meet the brightest stars in high school sports. Pick up a copy of today's Boston Globe for the spring all-scholastic section, only in the Boston Globe.
.342 with runners in scoring position, and very good since May the 5th. No score, top of the 6th inning. 1-1 to David Ortiz.
Don, if you can think of another pitcher in the baseball that throws a harder changeup than Jason Schmidt, please let me know.
I don't think there is one.
I don't think I've seen one. 89 on the changeup.
Not a great deal of difference between the fastball and the changeup for Jason Schmidt. Right side, diving is Minor. He'll need help. Schmidt's there, and he gets out of the jam. David Ortiz retired. The Red Sox stranding 2, including Youkilis at third. 5.5 in the book. Still scoreless from San Francisco.
Chevrolet, an American revolution.
From one of the world's greatest bands comes a concert experience unlike any other. Fleetwood Mac, live Live in Boston. 2 DVDs and 1 CD of unforgettable live performances. Live in Boston spans the legendary band's entire career. Fleetwood Mac, Live in Boston. Just $32.99 plus $5.95 shipping and handling for this 3-disc set. Plus, order now and you'll also receive this Fleetwood Mac poster. To order Fleetwood Mac Live in Boston, call the number on your screen. Just $32.99 plus $5.95 shipping and handling for this CD-DVD set. Order now and receive a free poster with your paid order. And also available, the very best of Fleetwood Mac.
There's only one name that boasts the brute strength of 600 foot-pounds of class-dominating torque. One brand with the fastest production pickup on Earth with a 500 horsepower engine. One truck with the legendary Hemi that outhauls, outtows, and outperforms the competition. Dodge Ram. The one truck with the speed, strength, and power to put all the other trucks in their place. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $4,500 on Ram 1500.
Back in San Francisco at SBC Park, the Red Sox with a chance in the top half of the inning, but unfortunately unable to score. Kevin Youkilis left at third, Bellhorn at first as Ortiz grounded out. It's on now to the last half of the 6th inning. A.J. Pierzynski to Hopper to Bellhorn. And Pierzynski's 0 for 3 today, 1 down. This game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. Bronson Arroyo so far with 6 strikeouts on the day. While Jason Schmidt on the other side has 6 strikeouts of his own. What has been a great pitcher's duel here so far into the last half of the 6th inning. Arroyo at 98 pitches. With 1 out here in the last of the 6th, there's Damon Minor 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundup. Up the middle and into center field. Minor's first hit and just the 3rd of the day for the Giants, a 1-out single.
Now we'll see if they put some kind of play on here with Nefi Perez hitting in front of the pitcher in the 8th spot. Maybe they'll try a little hit and run here with you don't have speed at first, but you don't need it on the hit and run.
So 1 out, 1 on. Nefi Perez reaching on the error in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 4th inning.
Minor at first base, a big guy. He almost makes Ortiz look small. A couple of big dudes over there at first.
To make the diving stop at first base to retire David Ortiz to end last inning. To his right as Minor easily getting up to second base, in fact rounding it on the wild pitch.
Breaking ball at Jason Varitek. Looks like tries the backhand. It's going to get by him, and that's going to allow Minor to get in a scoring position at second base. Has to go to the backhand. It just bounced and came up and looked like it hit him right in the catcher's mask, and then he couldn't find it.
1 out runner at second, and Perez swinging away, grounds it softly to Ortiz. They'll flip to Arroyo. With the out, but on to third goes Minor with now 2 down.
Minor at first base to win last inning, making a pretty nice play to get Jason Schmidt out of a bit of a jam. Left-handed first baseman gives him that extra reach on a ball like that, and then gets to Schmidt to end the inning.
You're right, Jerry. He is very big after looking at the numbers, although we can see he's very big. But to be more factual, he is 6'7", 230 pounds.
Yeah,
that's pretty big. 2 down for the pitcher, Jason Schmidt. Sacrifice bunt in the second, fouled out to David Ortiz in the 4th inning.
Hey, if he looks to drop a bunt down, they're very deep, both at first and third.
Waves at it, down 0-2. Three for 23 as a hitter this year, Jason Schmidt. Trying to help himself out. Take strike 3. Arroyo's 7th strikeout concludes the 6th inning. Through 6 scoreless from San Francisco.
It's June on Nesson and the...
Hi, I'm Steve Schumann. Thank you for making Charlie's Maine's #1 Jeep dealer.
Maine's #1 Jeep dealer offers you the best value in America. Charlie's is Maine's #1 new car and truck dealer for the 6th year in a row. And Charlie's Jeep has the best selection ever. Over the past 17 years, no one in Maine has sold more Jeeps than Charlie's.
Come see why more than 6,000 customers a year buy cars and trucks at Charlie's.
See us first, see us last, but see us and save.
Discovery Kids presents Kenny the Shark. Tiger sharks are voracious eating machines.
Meat makes my world go round.
But this one's also a babysitter,
Turkey, wait!
handyman,
Just checking the rain gutters.
and friend.
Yep.
Smart kid. Kenny the Shark. Only on Discovery Kids.
It takes more than branches to be a real community bank. It takes roots. Since 1875, the people of Camden National Bank have been firmly rooted in the communities we serve. That means the money you deposit with us goes to work in your community through lending and financial support, and the money you borrow for your personal or business needs helps our community grow. Sure, we have branches, but it's our roots you can count on. Camden National Bank. Roots you can bank on.
Inning back at SBC Park in San Francisco. Omar Garcia-Parra, Trot Nixon, and Jason Varitek. On Tuesday, July 13th, join Remdog Nation at Fenway Park for the first Remdog All-Star Break Party. Be an evening of fun, food, and festivities with Jerry, Remy, and others. Just log on to the RemyReport.com and click on the Remdog All-Star Break Party logo for more information and a chance to sign up.
Well, John, we've been very lucky with that. We've been able to nail down the Hall of Fame room, so we will be able to expand this party. And very shortly, within the next couple of days, 400 more people will be announced who are eligible to go. And then what we're going to do is keep 100 tickets. There are so many people that have wrote in that we'll have a lottery for the final 100 tickets. And we'll name the date that when we're going to pick out of that lottery. So keep going in. You still got a chance to go.
Omar Garcia-Parra to lead it off, and he skies one to right. Incoming is Michael Tucker to make the catch. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric?
Time now for our Ford fans of the game, and there are so many Red Sox fans here in San Francisco this weekend, but we're with Joe and Mary Dunn, originally from Fall River and Rhode Island. They live in California now, but for Father's Day and for their 50th anniversary, which they're celebrating this weekend, your kids took care of you in a great way, making sure you were up here for this weekend.
Sure did. Wonderful. We're very fortunate to be here in this beautiful day in San Francisco, and we're very they say it was a thrill to see all 3 Red Sox games in this beautiful park.
Mary, your 50th wedding anniversary, you've made it this far. Congratulations.
Thank
Here's to
you.
50 more, and I guess you'd rather be nowhere else in San Francisco and at a Sox game for your anniversary.
Right. It's perfect. What else can I say?
And how about for Father's Day? What a great treat this is.
Just wonderful. I would say, I mean, the weekend couldn't be any better.
Well, it's been a terrific weekend. Happy anniversary. Happy Father's Day. Their kids took care of them, made sure they were up here enjoying a terrific weekend with all these Sox fans here in San Francisco, and these two are Ford fans of the game.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. And there are a great many Red Sox fans here, been here for the entire series. great trip for a lot of these Red Sox fans who not only came here to San Francisco, but also for the Red Sox on the front leg of this 6-game 2-city tour that started in Denver. And 2 pretty nice ballparks. Fouling it off at the plate, and it's 2-2 to Trot.
Did Eric say they were originally from Fall River?
And then Rhode Island, yeah. Pitching line brought to you by Nissan. 6 1/3 innings for Jason Schmidt. Just the 1 hit. That was the leadoff double to begin things in the 6th inning by Kevin Youkilis. He's at 95 pitches. Two and 2 to Nixon.
This setting reminds me a little bit of Fall River, you know, as you look over the Taunton River, and then you have the Braga Bridge, except there they have the what do they call it? The I don't know, Golden Gate.
Oh, here you mean?
Yeah. Back at Fall River, of course, it's the Braga Bridge.
Swing and a miss. Nixon strikes out.
Well, it's going to be tough to think and pack and see a better pitching performance against Boston than what we've watched this afternoon from Jason Schmidt. This is the changeup. Second time he had struck Nixon out on the changeup in this game.
Two down. Jason Varitek, who walked against Jason Schmidt in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 5th. This really has been one of the most dominant performances we have seen all season. And if you look at the numbers before the game, we realize there was a shot of that happening with the great numbers that Schmitz have had so far this season. Manny Ramirez with the day off today. We may see him later stages of this.
I mean, right now, this fastball, the Red Sox just can't catch up to it.
Tried to climb the ladder. Did he go? No. Paul Mauer, third base umpire, said he didn't offer.
This last fastball at 95 miles an hour, and Varitek just barely able to control the head of that bat.
Down on strikes. 8th strikeout for Jason Schmidt. In order go the Red Sox. 7th inning stretch time. Scoreless from San Francisco.
Yeah, looking good. Keep working. Not under the boat now. Here. You got it? You got it? Yeah. Get in.
Bummer, it's just an 8-footer.
Hello. Throw it back.
Yeah. A bad day in Florida beats a good day almost anywhere else. Fly Southwest Airlines from Manchester or Providence to Florida for just $79 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Are you looking to sell your home in Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts? Call Robert W. Clark at 1-866-9-RI-SOLD for your very own free market analysis. Go with Robert W. Clark, a proven performer. 1-866-9-RI-SOLD.
A special announcement from the Bargain Network. You can buy cars for as low as $500. Choose from thousands of cars repossessed and seized by the U.S. Customs, IRS, FBI, and private organizations. Call 800-831-6931. Foreclosed homes and distressed properties are selling for as low as $199 a month. HUDs, VAs, and FHAs, repos, and more.
Through the Bargain Network, I got my dream car, and I saved a lot of money.
New cars and homes are being added every day. For listings in your area, call now. 800-831-6931. Call now.
Who do you call when you need a car? 508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham.
At Lincoln Mercury of Raynham, choose from over 100 Grand Marquis and Sables from $15,900 or lease from $249 a month. Or Lincoln and Mercury SUVs from only $299 a month.
508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham. 508-880-0000.
Well, an outstanding effort so far from Jason Schmidt. The Red Sox have had great pitching in their own right from Bronson Arroyo. It's on to the last half of the 7th inning. A scoreless contest from San Francisco. Ray Durham to lead it off. Arroyo up over 100 pitches. He's at 107 as he begins things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 112 is the most that Arroyo has thrown in any outing this season.
And you know, Don, as good as this performance is by Arroyo, one runner here and he may be out of the game. There's left and right-handed action. Embry and Timlin in the Red Sox bullpen.
The 112 pitches that Arroyo threw in his longest outing of the season in terms of pitches was on June 1st at Anaheim. A loss, a 7-6 loss for the Red Sox, 5 2/3. And the 112 pitches for him that time. He's at 111 right now, about to match his season high with a full count. It's a Ray Durham. Durham, 32 years of age, from Charlotte, North Carolina. Signing a 3-year deal here with San Francisco, now in his 2nd year of that 3-year deal. Longtime member of the Chicago White Sox. 7 seasons with the White Sox. Down to first. Ortiz, the slow roller, flipped to Arroyo. In time to retire Durham for the first out of the inning. Red Sox baseball in NESN is brought to you by your New England Jeep dealers, by Coors Light, and by your New England Toyota dealers. Beautiful afternoon in San Francisco. There's the standing room crowd out there in right field above the right field wall. Cubby's Cove just beyond that. One down in the last of the 7th. Michael Tucker 0 for 2 with a walk on the afternoon. The 6 1/3. Arroyo has given up just 1. I should take that back. 3 hits. Marquise Grissom with 2. Damon Minor with 1. Fouled off the left side. Only 1 hit given up by his counterpart, Jason Schmidt, through 7 innings. That belongs to Kevin Youkilis, a double. Pitch 117 from Arroyo.
You know, it's funny, Don, when I was talking with a lot of people in the ballpark would have something to do with the Giants and asking about Schmidt, they compared him to Kurt Schilling. You know, a lot of hard fastballs, and of course Schilling has the splitter and he has the changeup.
Broken bat, liner down the right field line, headed to the corner. Tucker's headed for 2 as Nixon digs it out of the corner, and Tucker pulling it up around second base with a 1-out double. Broken batter that ends up down by the 309 marker by the time it stopped rolling, and Nixon could dig it out.
You'll see the bat shadow here from Tucker. He gets it toward the end of the bat, and that splits it, but it does head right down to that 309 mark. And it took a while for Nixon to be able to dig it out. It gets stuck down there in the corner, but 2 bases for Michael Tucker. Now they've got to deal with Grissom. Grissom has been nothing but a pain in the side of the Red Sox this whole series.
And of course, with 1 out and now a runner at second base, so the base runner, a chance that you may face Barry Bonds in the inning. Waits on deck as Grissom stands in.
And there's also a chance he won't face him. I mean, you know, if first base is open, they'll walk him for sure. And at this stage of the game, who knows? If it was first and second, they may even load the bases.
Red Sox have already intentionally walked Barry Bonds once today. Grissom 2 for 3, a single and a double. He struck out looking. Grissom last year with the Giants hit at 300 in 149 games. The Dodgers for a couple years before that. Grissom coming up with the Montreal Expos back in 1989. In the big leagues ever since. Backing off. Tucker with only 1 steal on the season. Embry and Timlin just looking on from the bullpen now, both ready should they be called upon. The last pitch from Arroyo was pitch number 120. A season high for Bronson Arroyo in pitches, both ready to go. Inside to Grissom, 2-1. 7 strikeouts today for Bronson Arroyo. He has walked 4, 1 intentionally. That was Barry Bonds back in the 5th. Bluff and Tucker doing some dancing out there at second base. Nobody cheating in behind him, however.
Well, he's serving a purpose. I mean, he is distracting Bronson Arroyo. He's giving him something other than the hitter to think about out there. Off 2-2 now to Grissom. Now, if it gets to a point, Don, where you have a Bonds-Embry matchup, Bonds in his career 2 for 9 with a home run off Embry. If they can get Grissom here, Bonds will not be able to swing the bat. They'll walk him. Nice block there by Veritek. Not an easy pitch either. That ball was down low, and Veritek quickly had to slide to his right to block that ball and keep Grissom at second base.
Let's take a look at what's on tap for the Red Sox, brought to you by Heineken. Tuesday and Wednesday, the Red Sox returning home to take on the Twins. Night games at 7 o'clock. Day game on Thursday. Interleague play picks up again with the Phillies. Friday night on UPN 38. Nesson outside of Boston. Fox on Saturday, and we'll rejoin you on Sunday afternoon on Nesson. It'll be the Twins and the Phillies in this next homestand for the Red Sox. Tucker at second, 1 down. The 3-2. Away, ball 4, and down to first base will go Grissom. 5th walk given up by Arroyo.
And Terry Francona making his way out of the dugout. Looks like we're going to have the matchup of Embry against Bonds.
Arroyo 124 pitches deep into his outing. Only giving up 4 hits today, and so far not charged with a run. Arroyo gone. Embry on the way in will step aside from San Francisco. Scoreless. 1 out for Pokey Reese. Line to right field. That will get in for a hit. Gonzalez moving over to the wall. Has to get by him and down the line. And Pokey Reese is still running. He can run it. Has got a chance to come all the way around.
Nesson presents a great gift idea for Father's Day. Cowboy Up, the wild ride of the 2003 Boston Red Sox. Now available on DVD and VHS. Call 1-800-701-6145 for a gift and a season Dad will always remember.
It was a wild ride.
Much like the players and the team itself, this is a story that just won't quit. Order your copy today or pick it up at Stop and Shop or Bob's stores.
The news is filled with reports on crime every day. Have you ever thought of doing something about it? Why wait? Call 800-846-4050 now. The Criminal Justice Program at Gibbs can prepare you for a local, state, or federal career in less time than you think. Prepare for a career as a state or local police officer, probation or corrections officer, a private investigator, or a detective. For information on a career in high demand, call Gibbs at 800-846-4050. Call now.
Bronson, Arroyo gone after 6 1/3 innings. Runners at first and second. Embry on to face Barry Bonds.
33rd appearance of the season among the league leaders. You see the numbers against Bonds, 2 for 9. Bonds has a home run against Embry. And, of course, yesterday for Allen on a breaking ball, it was Alfonso that hit the home run, the big home run in that ball game.
Bonds popped out in the first, walked in the third, then was intentionally walked in the fifth. A very chant here at SBC Park in San Francisco. The shift on for the Red Sox. The right side of the infield, Garcia Parra on the right side of second. It up back at third. Youkilis backpedaling, needs help. Nobody there. It drops. Millar throws to third. It's not in time. Everybody's safe.
Well, we're going to have an argument at third base. It looked like they had him on the force play. Tucker had to play it halfway. He thought the ball was going to be caught. Once it drops in between Youkilis and Millar, now the throw comes to Nomar, and it looks like he's got a force play at third. They call him safe. Francona's been thrown out of the game for the first time as a member of the Red Sox.
Well, Terry's going to get his money worth now. Ejected for the first time as the Red Sox skipper. And you certainly got to feel like he's got a gripe right here, Jerry. That ball appeared to be there.
Now, Don, from up here, first of all, the ball should have been caught in the outfield. Second of all, it did look like that throw was there in time for a force play. Here's to see the ball drop in. Youkilis is looking for help from Millar. They can't make the play. Now Millar quickly to Garcia Parra, and that looks like it beats him. Nomar stretching out like a first baseman. Yeah, that ball's in the glove, and Tucker's not at the bag yet. And here's Francona finally getting the boot.
The base is loaded now with one down. And Brad Mills, who the acting manager now for the Red Sox, the bench coach headed out. With Timlin up. Edgardo Alfonso next. Of course, Alfonso hit the 2-run home run off Alan Embry here yesterday. Will not have the chance to do so today. Embry will leave. Timlin will come on. From San Francisco, it's scoreless. One out for Pokey Reese. Line to right field. That will get in for a hit. Gonzalez moving over to the wall. Has to get by him and down the line as Pokey Reese is still running. He can run it. He's got a chance to come all the way around. The throw to the plate is going to be not in time. They give him an inside the park home run, and the Red Sox go on top 2-1 in dramatic fashion.
There's a power so awesome, so irresistible, you'll to get your hands on it. Introducing Gillette M3 Power. Turn on the first micro power shaving system from Gillette and turn on the amazing new Power Glide blades. Micro pulses raise the hair so you shave closer in one power stroke. Feel the power of the world's best shave. New M3 Power, a Mach 3 innovation from Gillette. The best a man can get.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus on Nesson.
I can't wait for it to start.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus. It's New England's best sports writers.
I think these guys get it now.
Surrounded by New England's best sports fans.
I told you that.
Tackling sports news of the day.
We're here. We're not going there. We're happy here.
Hosted by New England's own Bob Lobel.
It's sports plus a whole lot more.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus, Wednesday and Thursday nights on Nesson.
How long we've been on the air? Well, we'll take one more look at that play. Sam Holbrook, the second base umpire, throwing out Francona. And you see Millar coming up with the ball. Now to throw to Nomar. He stretches out like a first baseman. Ball and glove. Tucker not yet at the bag. Should have been called out. And then Francona got into the beef with Holbrook, who was making that call at third base. And he fired him out of the ball game. I believe that's his first ejection, isn't it? The manager of the Red Sox?
Yes.
Yeah. Brad Mills taking over as manager, and his first move is to get Mike Timlin into the game. Timlin making his 32nd appearance. He got the win on Friday night, pitching 2 2/3 of very good baseball here against the Giants.
So the base is loaded, 1 out. And Edgardo Alfonso coming up here in the last half of the 7th inning. Brad Mills, the acting manager right now, he has done that before under Frank Robinson in Montreal, when Robinson had been ejected on occasion. So Mills right now the acting manager, and Francona being ejected. A strike to Alfonso. Career .291 hitter with the bases loaded, 3 grand slams. Alfonso with 4 home runs this year. One of them coming yesterday off Alan Embry.
Red Sox playing back at second and short, hoping for the double play to get out of this inning. Youkilis just behind the bag, Ortiz on the grass.
Tucker at third, Grissom at second, Bonds at first.
Alfonso does not run well.
To left field. Back goes Millar. At the track, at the wall. A slam for San Francisco. Grand slam for Edgardo Alfonso. Yesterday's hero has done it again today for the Giants. On top now, 4-0 with 1 swing of the bat.
Red Sox killer here in the last 2 games. The home run yesterday to give the Giants the win, a grand slam home run. First, we'll look at yesterday's against Alan Embry. That's on a breaking ball today. It's against Mike Timlin on a fastball. And 4 quick runs for the Giants. His 5th of the season.
1 swing of the bat. The Giants on top 4-0. A.J. Pierzynski takes one deep to right. Nixon heading back. He will fall down but still come up with the catch.
How in the world?
Nixon.
How did he catch that? That ball looked like it was heading back to the wall and just got knocked down by the breeze, and somehow Nixon is able to make that catch. Now, remember we told you earlier how sometimes that wind kicks around that right field area and knocks the ball down. That was a great example of it there. And Trot Nixon makes a spectacular play.
So 2 down. Here's Damon Minor. First baseman, 1 for 3 today. A single his last time up.
One more look at the Nixon play. He thinks this ball's going deeper. He has to stop, now dive, and makes the catch. Wow. It's almost like somebody caught that ball in the air and just decided to throw it straight down, and Nixon had to adjust to it.
Well, without the benefit of having played a lot here in right field, for sure, the wind knocking that thing right down. 1-1 down and in to Minor. Well, the books were simultaneously closed on both Arroyo and Embry on the grand slam. Arroyo's number 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs he's charged with. 5 walks, 1 intentional, 7 strikeouts. Embry went plus innings, giving up the Barry Bonds hit. And the runs charged to him. No walks, no strikeouts. Timlin is responsible for a run on the home run by Alfonso. On the hook right now is Bronson Arroyo, who was outstanding today. 6 1/3, 4 hits, charged with 2 runs. And could take the loss here today if the Red Sox are unable to come back. Right center field, Damon moving over. And he'll make the catch to end the inning. The damage done, however, the grand slam by Edgardo Alfonso as the Giants on top 4-0.
Do you want me? Do you really want me? I bet you think you can't afford me. Find your own style at IMG, International Motor Group, 4657 Post Road, Warwick, Rhode Island.
Applebee's new Car Side to Go is here.
Well, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, little darling.
With Car Side to Go, you can make dinner just by making a call.
Let's go again once more.
Plus, we'll deliver the food straight from our kitchen to your car.
Oh, pretty baby, I love you so.
So try Applebee's new Car Side to Go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's food fast.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Let's go.
Years ago, a car company bragged about rich Corinthian leather.
Right, and you had to be rich to afford it.
But at Bernie and Phil's Furniture, we've helped to make leather affordable.
We offer well-crafted, luxurious leather at prices that fit your family's budget.
So you don't have to be rich, just intelligent.
To know where to go for the best value on quality leather.
Bernie and Phil, quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
Introducing the Nissan Quest, a revolutionary minivan featuring 5 Skyview windows, front and side impact 5-star safety rating, an innovative center console, automated side and rear lift doors, and fold-away second and third row seats. Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan?
Back in San Francisco, with the Giants now on top 4-0 thanks to that man Edgardo Alfonso's grand slam. And it's the top of the 8th inning. Kevin Millar to lead it off. 0 for 2 so far today.
That's the difference in the game right now. The grand slam trot by Edgardo Alfonso.
Millar's fly to the track and left, fouled out to first base. 2-1 now to Kevin. Timlin surrendering the grand slam to Alfonso. Mike Timlin giving up his 3rd home run of the year in 36 2/3 innings. Ball 4 to Millar. The Red Sox have the lead man on. Only the 2nd time in the game. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by New England Ford Dealers, by Bernie and Foles Furniture, by Nissan, by LoJack, and by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. So Millar walks to begin things in the 8th inning. As Youkilis stands in, 1 for 2. Kevin's got the only hit the Red Sox have today. David McCarty has come out on deck in what would have been Mike Timlin's spot in the order. The 0-1 to Youkilis. This thing up top, 1-1. Walk by Schmidt, the second walk he has given up today in 7+ innings of work. And the strike to make it 1-2 to Youkilis. Again, and it's 2-2 action in the bullpen. Scott Air and Jim Brower, lefty and a righty, up for the Giants. Youkilis, after the 2-2, lifts it to right. Michael Tucker in to make the catch. Wynn knocking that down as well. Youkilis retired for the first out of the 8th. So David McCarty will pinch hit here in the spot of Mike Timlin. 235, 2 homers, and 9 runs batted in for McCarty. He's 1 for 16 over the last 14 games. Hitting batting average, the Red Sox on top of the major leagues at 370. Dave himself 6 for 14 in that category as a pinch hitter. Wire at first thanks to a leadoff walk. Youkilis is flied out to right for the inning's only out. McCarty down 1-2. Tony DiNardo up in the Red Sox bullpen.
It looks like in this game, Don, the only chance the Red Sox may have is somehow they can get him out of the ball game. Right now, this is just an overpowering performance.
Strike 3 call. McCarty down by way of the K. That is the 9th strikeout for Jason Schmidt. 2 down.
We have not seen anybody in the American League work a game like this against the Red Sox this season. Nasty fastball, 95, knee high on the corner. Ooh.
There's Johnny Damon, 0 for 3. Ground out and 2 flyouts. Damon saw a season best 7-game hitting streak in yesterday. He struck out as a pinch hitter. The last 7 games hitting at .379. Line down the right field line, foul.
It is actually shorter down in that corner in right field than it is in left field at Fenway. It's 310 at Fenway, 309 here at SBC Park. That ball hit off the bricks in foul territory.
Damon trying to straighten it out, sends it to deep right. Michael Tucker, the wind knocking it down well in front of the warning track. The handle out number 3, leadoff walk wasted for Sox. On to the bottom of the 8th. Giants on top 4-0.
It's the June open house at Marty's U.S. RV, offering huge savings all month long on new motorhomes. Save big on a new 2003 Chinook Cascade 2400 with an incredibly low sales price of $87,972, only $426 monthly. And that's not all. Save over $80,000 on a new 2003 American Eagle 40W, still priced at only $299,710 or $1451 monthly.
Quality, quality, and price. It's U.S. RV. My name is Marty, and we make better deals.
I know it's summer when my dad's legs are white. Mom talks about waxing. I get buzz cut. I pick Mommy flowers. Buy butt sticks to the feet. I water the lawn and my little sister.
It's the surest sign of summer. Friendly's ice cream window is now open, ready to serve up all your favorite ice cream treats. Stop by today for our new Nuts Over Caramel ice cream. Delicious on cones and in sundaes, or get it to go in hand-packed pints. It's pure summertime at Friendly's.
Mr. Thompson, after hearing the evidence and listening to your testimony, this committee finds you guilty of obstruction of justice, embezzlement of company funds, and questionable accounting practices. Well, there appears to be some good news. Yes, sir? Well, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Thanks very much.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Where can a Mercury Mountaineer take you? The sky's the limit. Announcing the Lincoln Mercury SUV Drive-Away. Get Mercury Mountaineer for a limited time with no charge power moonroof, no charge leather seating, and room for up to 7. Now drive Mercury Mountaineer for $279 a month with 2078 cash due at signing. The SUV Drive-Away. Only at your New England Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Back at SBC Park in San Francisco, the Giants on top 4-0. New pitcher on for the Red Sox. It's Lenny DiNardo.
DiNardo on for the 19th time this season, or no record of 3.74 ERA. Thursday he worked at Colorado, pitched an inning in that game, gave up a couple of hits, no runs, and did have a strikeout against the Rockies.
Facing the Giants shortstop Neifi Perez. Evens a count of 1-1 by fouling that pitch off. Mike Timlin going 2/3 of an inning, giving up 1 hit, and of course it was a big one, the grand slam for Edgardo Alfonzo. Timlin was charged with just 1 run. No walks, no strikeouts, and Lenny DiNardo becomes the 4th Boston pitcher. Alfonso's home run, his 5th, and his 2nd in 2 days. Both huge impacts. Yesterday, the 2-run game, which eventually won it for the Giants. The grand slam and what was a pitcher's duel here today in a scoreless game to break it open. Giants on top now 4-0.
I guess home run hitters make other guys laugh. Certainly making Grissom laugh right now.
Swing and a miss, and DiNardo strikes out Neifi Perez to open up the last of the 8th. SBC Park to salute. A fine effort today by Jason Schmidt. A lot of them standing. He bats for himself and will make a bid today for a complete game. Has the only complete game on the Giants staff this season. The 2 to Schmidt. On deck Ray Durham, the top of the Giants order. That'll reach the seats, backing out of play.
When you look back at this game, Don, the Red Sox really only had 1 chance against Schmidt, and that was in the 6th inning, the leadoff double, and then that mistake where they allowed Arroyo to go to first base. But after that, he got 3 quick outs, and that was the end of that threat.
Schmidt's complete game was on May 18th at Chicago, 4-2 win.
Isn't that when he had 13 strikeouts?
Yes, only gave up one hit in a 9-inning effort. Back-to-back strikeouts for DiNardo, 2 down.
Just want to get this at bat over with and get back on the mound and try to finish this game off. Little slider from DiNardo to pick up the strikeout.
2 down for Ray Durham. Durham reached in the 2nd inning after being hit by a pitch. Otherwise 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Arroyo on the hook for the Red Sox. Went 6 1/3 today, giving up just 4 hits and 2 runs. And as we look to the 9th, Mark Bellhorn, David Ortiz, and Omar Garciaparra are expected. Of course, you have Manny Ramirez on the bench today. Did not start the game. Red Sox also with Pokey Reese on that bench as well. Pretty good inning for DiNardo. He strikes out the side in order in the bottom of the 8th. Headed for the 9th. Giants on top 4-0.
Hey, will you watch my salad? Sure.
Long chicken.
McDonald's?
I'm loving it.
Morning with salad.
Don't buy another car before you check out the Hyundai Elantra. The Elantra costs $1,600 less than a Honda Civic LX when comparably equipped. Yet it's loaded with standard features like air conditioning and power everything. Not to mention standard front side impact airbags for added safety. And quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Hyundai Elantra starting at just $12,599. With Hyundai, you win. Get a 2004 Elantra with up to $2,000 cash back or 0% APR.
How does your car say the loud?
You're driving to Bolero with all the room you need.
Bolero. Value, variety, vroom.
Warm seasoned beef, cheddar jack cheese, crispy tortilla strips, and Newman's Own all-natural salsa. I'm gonna just not just have a salad. The new premium Fiesta salad from McDonald's.
Mark Bellhorn leads it off. In the top half of the 9th inning, Bellhorn 0 for 3. The Red Sox down by 4 runs. They bat here in the top half of the 9th inning. Jason Schmidt trying to go all the way for his 2nd complete game of the season and trying to make it a complete game shutout along the way.
121 pitches, Don, right now for Jason Schmidt.
Scott Air and Matt Hergis up in the bullpen. There they are, warming up in the San Francisco bullpen. They're a left-hander, Hergis a right-hander. Look at that complete game, the first and only one for the Giants this season. Schmidt giving up the 1 hit, 13 strikeouts against the Cubs on May 18th. 9 strikeouts for him today as Bellhorn rattles it to center. Grissom back there for out number 1. Well, 9 strikeouts for Schmidt today. He's walked 2, and of course, just the 1 hit. Kevin Youkilis with a double to lead off the 6th inning. The only Boston hit today. San Francisco out hitting the Red Sox 6-1. 1 down for David Ortiz. Fly out to right in the 1st, grounded out to first base in the 4th, and again in the 6th. Ortiz can't believe it as he looks back down 0-2. Just a double check with Randy Marsh, who's got the plate today. Schmidt trying to get into double figures in terms of strikeouts. He's sitting on 9. Head of Ortiz 0-2. Strikeout high for Schmidt was the 13 that he had in that complete game against the Cubs on May 18th. To first, Minor will take it alone. 2 down in the 9th. Well, this game summary is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Take a look at the numbers, and only 1 hit for the Red Sox. Kevin Youkilis is double to lead off the 6th inning, and that is it. A lot of zeros in that hit column today for the Red Sox. They are down to their last out here in the 9th inning with 2 away. Nomar Garciaparra 0 for 3. A strikeout in the 2nd, fly out in the 4th, and in the 7th. Reminder after the game to join New England's Red Sox post-game shows. W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, followed by Granite City Extra Innings Extra. You'll be able to see Ken Griffey Jr.'s 500th home run. We'll have that for you after the ball game. Schmidt's 2-0 to Garciaparra. 3-0 now. Schmidt's walked only 2 through 8 2/3 innings. $42,568 on hand, a sellout. That's BC Park. Popped up, middle of the infield. Perez makes the catch, and the Giants behind Jason Schmidt's complete game 1-hit shutout of the Red Sox. As the Giants take 2 out of 3, and again today it's the work of Edgardo Alfonzo, the big difference maker, along with the outstanding pitching today from Jason Schmidt. Perhaps the best pitching outing against the Red Sox this season. Alfonzo the hero for the 2nd day from an offensive standpoint. The Giants win it 4-0. Back with more from San Francisco after this.